So this is a big day. Why is it a big day, Julia?
My first ride with the wolves of Texas.
Yes. So we're gonna go on our first ride on the Royal Enfield for Julia, jackpot for David, Vegas for Frank. You're taking us somewhere. You're road mastering us. What are we doing?
Roadmaster is taking us down south towards Buda, nice and safe, little backcountry roads, and I feel like nice continuous long roads to just be on a ride for a while is another step to getting comfortable and getting this one on her actual.
So we're all convinced that the octane that we bought in Dallas is
That was there.
belongs to Julia. Well, it does belong to Julia, but this is like a racer's bike for a cruiser. But no, Renan is gonna take it probably.
Beautiful day, Austin, Texas, Sunday, so fucking gorgeous. So honored to be a part of your like first big girl ride.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy too.
So we're stopping for a little bite to eat. I have no idea where we're at. Dave brought us, but it's super fun riding with the beloved, and of course David. But it's really nice, really nice. Go ahead.
It is a hair salon, I didn't know.
I told you it's a hair salon.
Hair salon that serves cappuccino.
Hair salon that serves cappuccino works for us. And sweets.
I'm offering our dear friend Julia some invitations too. When you feel comfortable, like it's comfortable, stay in a good distance from me. Like I'm paying attention to you.
Further or closer?
Closer.
Say closer.
Yeah, just to get the feel.
Yeah.
And then back off whenever you feel like I want to back off. I'm good. Second thing is I feel you're already doing it is like wide, narrow gaze. Like always the gaze is always wide, and then, you know, don't do anything I'm doing. Like always ride your own ride type of thing. And then on some of the straights, you know, I was inviting you like pick it up.
I wanted to know what that was. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is he signaling?
I'm like gun it. Go, yeah, just to feel what it feels like. You know, like go 75, you know, and go to a place that feels comfortable and then back off. The invitations to feel the space and just get comfortable.
I've been right around 4th gear, and then at one point I went up to 5th and we were going pretty fast, and I was feeling good, but I started feeling like oh my god, like I'm seeing the edge of the road, like what if I go off? And I came back to 4th, and then I felt like I had more control, especially when the right side of the road kind of has like some dips or like some cracks and stuff.
Always be comfortable. You know, instead of saying I have to hold this line.
Yeah. Or I gotta go fast, or I gotta keep up. We always take the time.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, like when he signals left, you signal left, I signal left. The way it's supposed to be is I shift over first so that you're safe, and then he shifts over. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
The roadmaster dictates what we're doing.
And then
the guy at the back does the first move. And then you jump. So once I take the lane, that means the lane is safe. So you could go in, and then everybody, if we were 12 people.
Okay, that's cool.
Time for a beer. Doggos. Where do you want to sit? On one of those?
Under here, yeah.
So let's talk about the ride for you.
I give myself an A. A. A solid A.
Solid A. So you did have one moment that was a bit scary, where on a curve coming off a red light. Tell me what happened for you.
That's the only moment I feel like I got scared.
Yeah.
I was going into the curve, and then I started feeling like I was going too fast, and then I squeezed the brake and the clutch, which I don't think was a good idea. But on my Vespa, both are brakes. And then when I squeezed the clutch in, I felt like I lost control. Like I didn't have control to steer out of the curve, and I got scared. But then I just kept going, and I think I eased off the clutch, and then I had control again. And
so it's almost like when you pull the clutch, you almost lose control. Everything accelerates because there's no engine power. So that's specifically what I was telling you about the handlebars. When you're in that situation, you feel like you're going too fast and you're gonna go like towards the off of the road. It's like push the handlebar, lean the bike, it's gonna go. This is where I'm like push and pull, push and pull. So that's it.
That's not what I think I need help with, because I think I am doing that. I think what I needed help with is like how to safely slow down when I've already entered the turn. And ideally you've slowed down before the turn, but I think it was like we just took off, so I was accelerating to start, and then we're turning. So I don't need help steering in the curves. I think I'm doing that. But what do you do when you're already in a turn? You need to slow down, but it's not great to put the brake on in the middle of the turn.
You don't slow down. You bend the bike and you turn.
Yeah, you do lean. So the one thing that I was going to offer is
and back brake.
So
I just feel more confused now than before.
My point is, those are the situations that you're gonna have to learn on yourself.
Yeah.
Like me personally, I've had multiple scary situations where I literally almost drove off the road because of exactly that. I'm going into the curve too fast, and then I'm scared, so I press the clutch, which to me doesn't help me, but it can help if you do a dance, but you got to figure that out on your own. But bottom line, lean the bike. And the only way you lean the bike is with the steering wheel, and then you could give gas and it pulls you out. So, but I would say everything you did was right, like for the moment, for you to learn how the bike reacts in those situations.
Yeah.
So it is a learning experience.
Amazing straights.
Yes.
And I was like, and you were like,
yeah, she was right with you.
I saw you. What did that feel like? Like getting up there? Cause you got up to 75.
70 for sure, yeah.
I felt good with it.
What you got there?
Get that fried egg, man. That's what it's all about. It has nothing to do with the fucking pork. Got nothing to do with anything, but it's all about that fried egg.
So yeah, for me, what I really liked with you was you were much more information this time. You kept up. I loved your lines. I loved when you were taking turns. You were paying attention to your lines. I like the fact that you are coming at your stops. You have more control of the motorcycle. You understand. I like, overall, you don't seem like a first time on the bike. I feel like you have good pace.
I feel like I'm navigating the road well, like navigating obstacles.
Yes.
Looking ahead. Really taking the curves pretty fast, mostly, but in control. I had so much fun. It was beautiful out there. It was like seeing like the watering holes and the countryside. It was lovely.
Yeah.
It felt really fucking fun. It felt like riding horses.
Yeah, checking yourself, pushing yourself, trusting yourself. That is hands down the thing. Is I trust myself on this bike. I don't know if it's about trusting the bike. It's like, do I trust myself on this bike? And so bravo, well done.
Yeah, and I just think when you get a bigger bike, a heavier bike,
Like a victory?
like a victory, that you're gonna actually ride better. I feel like on these small bikes with the fork like this, it's just so wobbly, like especially when you're driving slow, like the bike wobbles a lot. It's almost like having a big heavy bike. When you have a big heavy bike like mine, it's like when you're coming to the stop, it wobbles a lot because you're balancing weight. Whereas on a small bike with a straight fork like that, it's more like everything is so sensitive. So they're different, but they have the same vibration of when you're slowing down, in my opinion. So that's it for the Wolves of Austin, the Road Wolves of Austin, with Julia, who has done her first ride with the boys, held her own, totally inspiring, totally like, yeah, we're so happy to have you. Any last words?
I'm happy to.
Yeah, you? What's the word with you?
What's the word? I'm happy too. I'm fucking cooked is the word. Yeah. Barbecue.
How you enjoying the victories?
The victories. Putting me on the motherfucking spot after I've just eaten a pork sandwich.
Because you're driving the Jackpot, you were driving the Octane up until now. How you enjoying getting into the culture? Because, you know, David was an enduro adventure bike, and he still is. But I've pulled him into the cruisers.
He invited me, and I accepted the invitation. I love them. They got a lot of power. They're big fucking horses. They're proper workhorses, but they're sexy, and that's what I like about them. And I'm noticing that I like the way people notice me on those bikes. So.
I was just about to say that. I go, people are noticing us on those bikes.
Yeah.
And you with that red bike, which is, I would say, not your color from a motorcycle. Well, mind you, your bike was red.
I know, I hated it.
Okay. But I mean, it's like not typical, but there's something when you're riding it, you just look like the fucking badass driving that Victory Jackpot with that big fat tire. So yeah, enjoying having you in my play. Thank you for riding with me. And it's nice to have extra bikes to share with the friends. I love you. Thank you for encouraging our joint hobby now.
You encouraged our joint hobby. I took you up on it.
Yes. Now I gotta find her a bike that I can be proud of for her to ride. All right, so that's it from, where are we? Armadillo Den in Menchaca. We are gonna head back to drop off the Royal Enfield at the rider share, and that's that. And we're gonna head back home and rest. Hot and sweaty Texas. Remember, let love free. It's the only way we'll ever change anything.